We'll now take a look at dynamic date field splicing, which I consider to be yet another simple but powerful addition, where you can very quickly summarize your data by different data intervals by simply click of a button. So if we take a look here, I'm working with my P-card transaction data for my previous fiscal year. And what I'd like to do is summarize this data or group this data by my agencies. And I want to look at different data intervals and see what is the total amount spent. And more specifically, I'm interested in identifying any transactions that are happening on weekends because, as I know, that should not be happening with our agencies. So I can go ahead and open up my pivot table here and select my agency code for my rows. For my columns, I'll pick my transaction date and I'll summarize my transaction amounts. Now, as you notice, by default, I'm summarizing on a daily basis. And this is where if I want to look at this quarterly, monthly, according day of the week, I'd have to go and build multiple computed fields. Well, enter dynamic date field splicing, where I simply click on my date field and I now have a drop down of different options on how I would like to summarize according to time. So whether it is that I want to look at this on a monthly basis and see what it looks like, or quarterly basis. So very quickly group by that, see my total sum, or look at it more specifically by agency. Now, what I was interested in, which was day of the week. So if I go down to that option, now I can also see very quickly that I do have transactions happening on Sundays and here on Saturdays. So very quickly giving me the view that I want. So, I'm informed and I didn't have to go and create all those multiple computed fields as traditionally you would have to. Now, these dynamic date field splicing is automatically available, as you can see with my pivot tables, but as well, if I'm running crosstab, classify, or summarize commands, it's available for me there as well. Now, while we're here, I think it's worthy of notice that our pivot tables have also been improved. So now they are interactive, meaning, for example, if I look at my Saturday transactions and I'd like to dig in further, I'm seeing this is over 300,000 grand. I can simply click here. I have dynamic filtering that's applied, targeting to only those days, and then I can dig in further into my transactions, if you will. As well, we've included filtering capability now. So I can go in here. I can tell my pivot table, I just want to look at transactions that are negative. So very quickly look at a subset of my data and then utilize the same interactivity to dig in and slice and dice my data in different ways. And then when I see something that makes sense to me, to click in and take my analysis further. So as you notice, further facilitating just a visual and interactive path of analysis for you.